Welcome to the last session, that is a 10th session of Unit 4 on basic thermodynamics in metallurgy of welded joints. So, in the last class, we saw the formation of steam and the types of the heat that is produced by the steam. So, that was basically a sensible heat, latent heat. Next is known as superheat. The amount of heat observed to evaporate 1 kg of water at a boiling point to a superheated temperature, means from dry steam, saturation steam, to further heating of a steam to a superheated temperature. So those type of steam is known as the heat that is required to form that superheated steam temperature known as superheat. So the amount of heat absorbed to evaporate 1 kg of water at a boiling point to a superheated temperature is known as superheated steam. Next is specific volume. Specific volume of a steam. So the volume occupied by the steam per unit mass at a given temperature and pressure. At a given temperature and pressure, how much volume is occupied by the steam per unit mass for every 1 kg of mass, how much volume it is occupied at a given temperature and pressure. So it is expressed by meter cube by kg, volume by mass. So that is known as specific volume. So next is we'll have known as bomb calorimeter. So as the name indicates, bomb calorimeter means, so what happens? Every fuel will have a calorific value. It may be solid, liquid, or a gas. It is the instrument. Bomb calorimeter is the instrument used for finding the higher calorific value of a solid and liquid fuels. Calorific value of petrol is 42,000 kilojoule per kg. What is calorific value? Amount of heat given out by complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel. Suppose you have 1 liter of a petrol. When you burn it, what is amount of heat that is produced by burning 1 liter of petrol is known as calorific value of a fuel. Similarly, so how do you define in general? Amount of heat given out, produced by complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel is known as calorific value of a fuel. The instrument used to measure calorific value is known as bomb calorimeter or Junker's calorimeter. Its unit is kilojoule per kg. So the unit is kilojoule per kg. Modes of heat transfer. So coming to the heat transfer, there are 3 methods of heat transfer. One is conduction, convection, radiation. Conduction, convection, and radiation. What is conduction? Suppose you take a one metal rod, heat at one end. So heat will be transferred from that end to this end. Heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Suppose you are going to keep a kettle where you are going to pour a water and you heat it up. The water first heats up, then the kettle first heats up, then the water, then the kettle will transfer heat to the handle that sensed by our body, because our body is at low temperature, the kettle is at high temperature, because heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. It is a process of heat transfer from one particle of body to the another particle in the direction of fall of temperature. In whichever the direction there is a low temperature, it flows along that direction. The particle themselves remains in a fixed position related to each other. Here there is no movement of any particles. So the conduction will be observed in a solid materials rather than a liquid materials. So conduction means transfer of heat from one place to the another. So what is conductor? A metal which is ability to conduct heat from one end to the another end. Next is convection. So basically, convection means it is a process of heat transfers from one particle to the another by convection of current, means by flowing. In case particles of a body move relative to each other, here what happens? So suppose you are boiling a water, so when you keep your face, you are going to get a steam on your face, but it will be in the form of a vapor. When it accumulates, it forms water particles. Means here this type of heat transfer occurs due to the movement of a body. For example, in a seashore, at the edge of the seashore, we can feel the particle flowing from the sea to the human bodies. Then a radiations. So this is a process of heat transfer from hot body to cold body in a straight line without affecting the intervening medium. There is no any medium. For example, you are standing in front of a sun. The sunlight will directly hit on your body. There is no any other medium. Sun is a source and the radiation will going to hit on your body. Suppose you are going to form a campfires. So when you keep sticks and it catches a fire, that heat will be transferred to your body and the heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. Means here heat flows from one body to another body in a straight line without intervening medium. You saw solid means it flows in one direction without movement of your body. Whereas a convection, the body will move. Whereas in this, without an intervening medium, the sun is a source of radiations that is going to hit the body. It flows from higher body to lower body. Dear students, thanks for your patience listening. I am going to end this session on the unit 4 chapter basic thermodynamics at this stage. Thank you so much for your patience listening. Thank you.